Hi, this is Luke with the Gamer, and we're going to look at some of the best builds and light cones for Gepard in Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail features a turn-based combat system, which means all of your characters will be on the field at all times, and they'll all take damage from the enemy. This means healers, tanks and shielders are an integral part of the game, since you'll have to protect your more squishy DPS characters. Gepard is a tank/shielder in the game who has ice as his combat type, and with the right builds, he can practically make your team immortal. So let's take a look at how to maximize his effectiveness. So let's start with relics and planar ornaments, because there's actually a few different sets you could consider when you're building Gepard. Starting with relics, our first set we recommend is the Guard of Wuthering Snow set. This relic set is more focused on keeping Gepard alive than his shielding capabilities. It reduces the damage he takes by 8% and regenerates health and energy if he's below 50% health. It can be a good relic set for the early game, since you'll easily have Gepard below 50% health if you're trying to clear more difficult content, which will allow you to use his ultimate more often. Another relic set is the Knight of Purity Palace set. This is the best in slot relic set for Gepard, as it increases his defense by 12% and the damage that can be absorbed by his shields is also increased by 20%. And this effect applies to all characters shielded by Gepard. Moreover, you'll get a complete 4-star set of this relic by leveling up and collecting rewards from Pom Pom on the Astral Express. Moving on to planar ornaments, the first one you should try is the Fleet of the Ageless set. While it might not be the best for Gepard, you can farm it quite easily since it's available in World Free. It increases his maximum HP and his allies' attack if you have over 120 speed, which is necessary. Another set is the Sprightly Von Wax set. Even though this set doesn't have any defense to buff Gepard's shield strength, it can still be considered best in slot for him. This gives him energy regeneration rate along with advancing his actions forwards. Gepard can only trigger his shielding ability through his ultimate, and both of these stats will help you get to that ability much faster. His shield might be a little weak, but you'll be able to trigger it a lot more often. Finally is the Bellowbog of the Architect set. This set can only be acquired in the last world of Simulated Universe, which makes it quite difficult to get. It increases his defense by up to 30% if you have enough effect hit rate, which is one of the most important stats on Gepard. This set also includes a defense increase, which in turn increases the strength of Gepard's shielding, and it might just make his shields last long enough until you can get another ultimate ready. And when it comes to each relic, here are the stats you should be focusing on. For body relics, you should be looking at defense percent or effect hit rate. For feet and planar spheres, look for defense percent. And for the link rope, look for energy regeneration rate or defense percent. It's recommended to have at least 3 items with defense percent as the main stat, since you'll want your shield to be as tanky as possible. Getting energy regeneration rate on link rope might be better than effect hit rate on body, since it'll let you shield more often. So next up, let's talk about the best light cones for Gepard. Our first recommendation is Moment of Victory. This is Gepard's signature light cone, and of course takes the crown for being his best in slot. As soon as you equip this light cone, he gets a 24% defense and effect hit rate boost on Super Imposition 1. Moreover, it increases his chances of getting attacked. This stacks with one of his bonus abilities, and it also increases his defense even further if he's attacked. Another 5-star light cone to consider is Texture of Memories. This is a free-to-play 5-star light cone that can be acquired through Herta's store. It gives Gepard 8% effect resistance and also has a special ability. If Gepard gets hit when he doesn't have a shield, he'll get one based on his HP. On the other hand, if he does have a shield, he'll take less damage. This light cone is more inclined towards keeping Gepard alive. Moving on to 4-star light cones, the first one we recommend is Landau's Choice. This can be considered a somewhat 4-star variant of Moment of Victory, as it also increases the chances of Gepard getting attacked. Instead of increasing his defense, this light cone reduces the damage he takes. Next is This Is Me. Equipping this one will grant Gepard a 16% defense bonus. Moreover, his damage increases based on the defense every time he triggers his ultimate, which is the main part of Gepard's kit. However, you can only attack a particular enemy once with the increased damage. And finally, we have a 3-star light cone, Amber. This light cone gives Gepard a straight boost of 32% to his defense if you have it on Super Imposition 5. Moreover, if Gepard's HP drops below 50%, he'll get another 32% defense boost, meaning 64% defense boost in total, which is phenomenal. The only downside of this light cone is the lower base stats since it's a 3-star. And now let's move on to his traces. For a full breakdown of every trace and what it does, make sure you check out the original guide as linked in the description on thegamer.com. For now, let's just focus on what ones you should upgrade, because out of all the possibilities, Gepard's ultimate takes priority since you need his shield to be as strong as possible. Follow this up with his skill and then the talent, and it's important to note that your chance to freeze enemies doesn't increase as you upgrade his skill. Moreover, you don't really need to upgrade his basic attack either. So there's our advice on the best ways to build Gepard in Honkai Star Rail. Let us know if you've got any tips of your own in the comments below, and check out thegamer.com for more.